You were like the worst at this.
Like, I just got up and I felt the urge.
My goodness.
I'll be back.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't know.
So I guess I have to be the entertainer today. Tonight. Today, tonight, whatever it is. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. It's like silence. Hello, what's going on, everybody? Hello, what's happening? What's going on? Need a little more light in here. 1 second. Echo, turn on the kitchen. There we go. Let there be a little more light. Hello, that's a lot better. A little more light in here. What's going on, everybody? Lisa will be with us in a second. She, like, right as we were going live, she's like, I forgot to feed the baby, so I gotta get a brownie. And then she's like, stands up and she's like, I gotta pee. I'm telling you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the congratulations and, you know, taking, out of your time to like watch our little video, our little moment that we got to share with you guys. It was actually really cool. It was a lot of fun. It was probably
You don't have a towel in there.
my Lisa is still having problems over here. She's still having problems.
I'm getting there.
No, because you didn't have your brownie.
It's right there.
It's right there, your brownie.
Yeah.
But you didn't have your walk.
I didn't eat dinner.
You didn't eat dinner.
So I'll get a second brownie after.
So you're gonna have a second brownie after the walk.
Yeah.
Lisa's on this like thing, like we're doing walks now every night, especially when I got home from work, and then like after the walk, she treats herself to a brownie or like a muffin or a cupcake or something like that.
Listen.
Cause she's like, I had my walk, I deserve my treat. You know, that's what she does. That's what she does.
I can be fat and happy.
Yeah.
I'm sharing it now.
You're sharing, okay. Yeah, I found out January 1st, as you know, you all seen if you watched the video, and I decided, well, we wanted to wait till after the first trimester to tell people because we all know things could happen, you know. And then it was like the second trimester was like mid-February, and I was like, why don't we just do it on my birthday? Take a day that's supposed to be all about me and make it about mi familia, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool. I actually had a lot of fun doing that video.
The second trimester only ended a week before your birthday.
Whatevs. I don't know. Something like that. But we want to
Or
say
the first trimester only.
thank you
Whatever.
so much for all the congratulations. We don't know. People were asked, uh, boy or girl. We don't know yet.
We can't find that out yet.
Yeah, we can't find that out yet for another, not this appointment, but next appointment?
April, yeah.
April. So that's what we'll find out because I know people saw the last Character Warehouse video and they were like, oh my God, you guys should have bought that Snow White little itty bitty dress.
I don't know if I'm having a girl, and
Yeah.
I think I'm having a boy.
And
Or we're having a boy.
and everybody was like, well, just regift it. But like all our nieces and nephews are like older. And we don't have any friends with like infants right now.
My friend Lourdes is pregnant, but she's having a boy.
But she's having a boy, so that didn't even work out. So Lisa's going with her motherly intuition
I don't really know.
of boy. There's no rhyme or reason or question about it. She just, that's what she thinks we're having.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit. And I wanted to say too, the channel is not going to be like focused on the baby. You know what I mean? The baby will be in shots, obviously, but the channel's not going to be focused around that. You know what I mean? And I'm still going to be rocking and rolling like I always do, still talking the way I always talk, still doing what I normally do, still calling things stupid and whatnot. Maybe the baby will be like stupid this or stupid that, you know, when I do warehouse videos.
Well, you know, if they learn from you.
If they learn from me. People were saying, like, can the baby's first words be just look at it?
Better not be.
Better not be. And then they were like, and then mommy and daddy afterwards.
No.
No. But yes, we wanted to, that was the first thing of topic, is just to say thank you for everybody who watched, all the congratulations, all the happy birthdays I've gotten. How excited were you?
Were your parents?
Oh, parents.
So
my dad.
Well, let's just say this. So the reactions that you saw or heard from our parents on the video were not the first reactions, because we didn't think to film it when we first called them. So that was just their reaction to, yes, it's confirmed.
Yeah, it was just the confirmation reaction.
We called them that night that we found out.
Yeah. And we were like, don't tell anybody because, well, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
But we were like, we wanted to tell at least our parents. We didn't tell any of the sisters, brothers, things like that.
They cried.
Both parents cried.
They all cried.
Mom did it. My mom didn't.
No, I don't think she did. Your dad did it.
So out of the 4, 3
did. It was hard to tell my parents, though, because like my siblings and my niece and nephews were like still at the house. I thought they had left.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
So I like kept trying to tell my parents, like, I need you to go into another room, but I didn't want it to like be awkward either.
Yeah.
It all worked out.
So like, I wanted to say congratulations to you guys who found out or thought you found out earlier, because I got some messages from pizza people before the video, and they were like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but it looked like I saw a bump on Lisa's belly in the last video.
Apparently,
is she pregnant? And I was like, I'm one of those people, I have to respond to people. So like, if you email me or you message us on Facebook, Instagram, I'm going to reply back. And I was like, so I had to come up with like lies. So I'm sorry, people, for lying to you who
like,
guessed.
People are asking Liz, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't look pregnant. Well, I didn't think I did till I sent a picture to my sister. She's like, I don't know why you took offense to people thinking that you look pregnant. Like, that's clearly a baby bump. But like, when I'm looking down, like, it doesn't look that big, but it definitely was sticking out when you took that picture. And I was like, oh, so that's what people are seeing.
Yeah, and I didn't even notice when editing these videos, and then I would look back on them and I'd be like, oh, there is the bump there a little bit. I was like, you guys have great attention to detail. You know, because I didn't even notice those things.
I just thought it looked like I gained some weight.
Yeah, and then I was messaging some people as well, friends, because there was at the Disney Character Warehouse, and I never seen it in person because it was sold out right away and it never came back in.
Exactly. You never ask a woman if they're pregnant just in case.
That's right, you never do. And I was messaging people because they saw the Disney Petunia bags, the Disney bags at the warehouse. So I was messaging people and I was like making excuses like it was for my sister or my friend.
I got a diaper bag already.
Yeah, and our friend Amy, who didn't know either, she's like, hey, you know, I'm at the warehouse and I was at work. I was getting ready for work, and she was like, they have those Disney bags you were looking for. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's for, like, my sister or something like that. I was like, get me one.
Too.
Yeah.
Because when she was the one that took our picture for us at Hollywood Studios, so, like, she came up to our car beforehand to give us the bag, and Charlie's like, oh, by the way, my sister's not pregnant. And she's like, oh, who is? And, like, we're clearly wearing our, like,
Mama Lorian and Dada Lorian.
She's not paying any attention, and Tori just like looks at me and she's like, "Oh!" So I was like, "Okay,
yes,
I'm clearly not Mondo pregnant."
No, but we did tell Liz. Lisa told Liz. She's like, "I feel like I'm gonna."
It's because Liz was texting me about something else, and then inside joke about something else, and then we just called her, and then I told her.
Yeah, because you were like, I want to tell Liz, and I was like, okay, you tell her whatever you want.
I wanted to tell I wanted to tell certain friends, but obviously not everyone.
Yeah.
So we told Liz, and then we told B Bunch.
And that was really it.
That was really it of friends. Everybody else was just
Like my bosses
family.
knew at
Yeah.
work because I had to work out scheduling for appointments and
I
whatnot.
told my manager, and then my lead just kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
Came right out and asked me.
Exactly. So, yeah, we were able to get the Petunia diaper bag, so that was really cool. And I guess that's the large one. I don't really know. And they were like, "Oh, you're looking for the pickle bottom?" I'm like, "I'm supposed to know what that is." Like,
no one knows what this side pocket is. Nicole said she doesn't even know what it is.
I don't know.
She said that's not the. She said this one.
I don't know. We're still figuring out this bag
is
thing.
Where you put all the bottles and stuff is in here.
Yeah, I guess.
I
don't know. So, thank you again. All right, let's move on to the Disney discussions. And I want to talk about the elephant in the room, I guess, which is that stupid 6-foot barge that is at Epcot. It's now you're in Sour Patch Kids.
They're watermelon.
They're watermelon.
I just
okay.
want a couple. Stop. I can't eat dinner. I'm hungry. And all we got is candy.
All we got is candy.
I'm gonna go make like a cheese sandwich later on.
And then you're gonna have a cheese sandwich. Okay.
Later on.
Okay.
After a walk.
After our walk.
After I eat my second brownie.
And your second brownie.
Go on. You don't need to talk to me.
Yeah. This 6-story barge that is at Epcot, and it's just so ugly.
It looks like a Ferris wheel.
It does. It looks like a big
ew.
Ferris wheel. What?
There's a mosquito.
Yeah, there's a mosquito in the
Get
house.
it.
I'm not gonna get it right now. I'm talking to people. How old before you let your kids get a tattoo? Let's see. I got one when I was 16.
No.
I don't know. But yeah, it looks like a giant Ferris wheel. And then you have like the barges that are in there as well. And it's just like taking away from all the views of Epcot when walking the World Showcase. Because when I was live, and I did a bunch of live videos at Epcot, and I'm sure you guys know when I walk the World Showcase, I usually stay quiet and then I just filming the lagoon, and so you can see all the countries because it's such a beautiful sight. And now it's like filled with barges, and I can't do that anymore.
But even when you're not, like everyone obviously puts like, oh, it's in the way of Spaceship Earth. But even when you're on like the bridge where it's supposed to be like the English Channel and like looking across to like Norway and China, like it's in the way there.
Yeah. And at first I was like, oh, okay. Well, when they brought in this 6-story barge, the latest thing, I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be able to move like the Globe did.
Nope.
You know, from Illuminations. No, this is permanently there. And I was like, it looks so ugly. And then like people were like, Tony, just give it a chance because, you know, they were showing me pictures of what it's going to look like, you know, like little sketch pictures. And they were like, stupid mosquito.
See, you want to kill it now, don't you?
And they were like showing me what the nighttime looked like. And I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be, or I hope it's going to be a cool fireworks show. I was like, but it's just so ugly during the day. And they were like, no, but look at this sketch. It's going to be like a big water fountain. And I'm like, but it's still just so ugly. You know, that's my opinion. Like, I don't know, because we're not at the water fountain part of it yet. We're not at the fireworks yet.
But even when you are, it's not like that stuff's going to go off throughout the entire day. Like it's going to go off at night. That's it. So during the day, it's still just going to be this.
Well, it's going to be the water. They're going to have water coming out of it, so at least it can like distract your eyes from the hideous of just all this metal.
Yeah.
At night, awesome during the day. Yeah, it's going to be such an eyesore, and it's like ruining my favorite park. You know, because let's say it is really cool looking during the day with the waterfall, and it is really cool looking at night, you know, whatever. But the fact remains, though, that it kills my view of looking out to all the countries over the lagoon, because that's just, and then when you're turning these certain corners and you're having that beautiful shot of Spaceship Earth right there, and everybody, I don't care who you are, we've all done it, I've done it, we like to take our picture right there. It's like right in the center, you're across the lagoon, there's Spaceship Earth,
I
and now
also,
you can't do that anymore.
I also feel like because these barges are stationary and they're not moving, like with Illuminations, you could watch that fireworks show from anywhere around the World Showcase.
Yes.
Because globe moved, you know, you could do, they had the lights on the different countries going on and off. So like there was everything to look at. And I feel like with this stuff remaining stationary, like there's only going to be like that one perfect spot to watch the fireworks.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because we're not at that point. But all I can say is this fireworks show better be like the best in the world. Now, I will say there is one thing I'm looking forward to with all these big barges that are there, is that the fact that like it's going to be really cool that I think in my mind that Epcot is going to once again have the biggest fireworks
Is that a
display.
mark on your phone?
Yeah, it's a mark on my phone.
Oh, I was like, what's on our wall?
No, it was a mark on my phone. Yeah, that it might be like once again the biggest firework display at all 4 parks. So I was like, all right, that's cool. So I don't know. I can't judge anymore until we actually during the day see the water fountain show portion of it, and I can't judge until the actual fireworks happen, which we still don't know if it's going to happen. Some people say that that's probably going to happen during the 50th, but we'll come back to
I
that
don't think
because
it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
exactly.
So
So
you said if.
well, that's true. But we'll talk about the 50th a little bit later on. So that's all I really have to say about the barge. I mean, what do
That's
you?
all I've got to say.
That's all I
about
gotta
that.
say about that. It's just so ugly. I mean, would you just look at it? Will be nice to have fireworks back. Yes.
I cannot wait
If and I mean, if not if, when?
to return, even for like normal parades to return.
Yeah. Yeah. It just anything to go back to a little bit of a happier time with parades and
Normalcy.
fireworks and meet and greets, but that's gonna be a long while. I don't know. Tell them Large Barge sent you.
Yeah.
That's funny. So moving on, we are starting tomorrow. Is Epcot's Flower and Garden. I had to think about that. I was like, oh man. So and Lisa said the same thing yesterday.
I was
She was
like,
like,
oh, we missed the rest of Festival of the Arts.
Yeah,
like,
Art and
I planned
Wine.
on going back so many times and didn't.
yeah. So Flower and Wine starts tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. You're gonna get all your normal stuff, your different foods, your topiaries, all your flowers, all that stuff is gonna remain the same. That's always been. But the cool thing that's going to be returning, starting with Flower and Garden, is that bands are coming back.
Woo woo.
And that's exciting because that's a step in the right direction again. They're
But
gonna have performances. However, there is no big name bands. They are all cover bands. And cover bands meaning like so and so who's playing tonight, let's say, are an 80s pop cover band. You know. So
but
but
they're not gonna have my butterfly garden.
no, well, I don't. There was no word on the butterfly garden, so I'm gonna say not because of the fact that social distancing still is would be hard to do.
But
So no,
I
I'm gonna say don't even think about your butterfly garden. Just be happy we have bands. Now the reason why some people have asked me what I think the reason is of why they are not having national bands or bigger, somewhat used to be big name bands. And my opinion, Disney didn't come out and say anything, but in my opinion as to why is because Disney doesn't have the money to do it.
Robert said, how about a Kiss cover band called Smooch?
Smooch. That'd be funny. Yeah, they don't have the money to pay for bands like Sugar Ray and things like that. It's a lot cheaper to pay a cover band. So, for instance, with these cover bands, and Disney has, you know, these cover bands perform, and let's say, you know, a month into it, Disney's like, you know what, this isn't working out, you know, with the bands, not the bands themselves, but with the social distancing measures or things like that. Like, it's just not working. We can't control this somehow, so we got to stop. Those bands would still get paid because they're contracted. And that's big money for bands like Sugar Ray and all these other bands, Hanson and whatnot. Bigger bands, that's a lot of money. So it's easier, in my opinion, for Disney just to pay off the local bands. And they are local bands. They're local cover bands. So it's easier to do that. Disney didn't come out and say that. That's just my 2 cents. From especially being in the musical background and booking bands I used to do and playing and whatnot. And that's just my opinion. So, do you have anything to add to that? Flower garden? Anything?
I want my butterfly garden.
You want your butterfly garden?
Yeah, every flower garden festival I go and I catch butterflies.
Not today. Not tomorrow. Not Thursday, not Friday. I don't think it's going to happen.
But I want my butterfly.
I don't think it's going to happen. So everything else is pretty much going to be the same. So we'll be taking a look at the merchandise and everything like that as always.
Finally be able to have frushi?
Possibly, yeah.
I could eat frushi.
Okay.
It's not raw fish.
I know, it's fruit sushi.
Yeah, I could have
It's just fruit wrapped up to look like sushi. So yes, you can have it.
I can have it.
You can eat that. Lisa's on this like kick of what she can have and what she can't have.
Well, I gotta be careful.
I understand. You can have all the shrimp you want.
I can. That was good shrimp the other night. I apparently can't even have like sunny side up eggs.
No more sunny side up eggs, no.
I liked it.
Pleasure Island back in the 90s had some awesome cover bands. Yeah, they did. I miss Pleasure Island. I really do. I remember going to all the, what was it, the country club, the comedy club, the 80s club. There was a rock club, I think.
That's a long message.
Yeah. Disney is making a big mistake by, and the comment went away.
Oh, it just came through.
Okay, what did it say?
Disney is making a big mistake by getting rid of the Magical Express. What made Disney very special was there was no need to go outside of the property. That all in one experience is gone. Well, you can still have it through the end of this year.
Yeah, through the end of this year, you can still have the Magical Express. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think this is part of the reason to have people take the new train.
Ice cream and pickles yet. Ew, not together.
Not together.
I have been craving ice cream.
Yeah, she has been.
Not with pickles, though. Funny, though, is sometimes I do crave pickles. But not together.
It's got to be separate.
I saw Garth Brooks at Pleasure Island and got to meet him after a great memory.
Nice. Garth Brooks. Not too shabby. He was a bit of all right. I have no problems with Garth Brooks. You know. So other than that, everything's going to be the same. But we will take a look at the merchandise and everything like that, as always.
Gotta
a flower garden. And try some foods as well. So we'll expect videos of that, of just what Flower and Garden has to offer. The cover bands we'll be checking out. We'll check out the merchandise, and we'll be eating around certain places as well that Lisa can do. To see what Flower and Garden 2021 has to offer. So that brings us to our last topic of discussion. The 50th anniversary at Walt Disney World. Now, some of this news broke out a little bit early, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know what it was. A while ago, but we never talked about it. We haven't talked about it, so I figure why not just throw it in with all of this. So now, you guys all know probably what's happening. You guys keep up like we do. So we're just going to talk about it. So the 50th anniversary is pretty much what I predicted. What I predicted in other live videos or just talked about in general on social media or just with people in general. So what they're going to do, if you don't know, each park. Oh, well, thank you. Who was that? The Taylor family. Thank you so much, Taylor family. You didn't have to do that.
Cover the cost of that Snow White romper. If it's not a girl, you can always put it on a teddy bear.
Put it on a teddy bear. That's right. Well, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. It was so nice. Oh yeah. So the parks. What they're doing at all 4 parks, they're taking their iconic, themed, you know, their icons.
They're
Their park statues, whatever you want to call it. And they're putting specialty projectors on them. So Cinderella's Castle will have a special projector on it.
projection.
Projection, yes. The Tree of Life will have their own projection. Epcot will have their own projection.
Earth.
Yeah, Spaceship Earth. However, the Spaceship Earth one I heard was going to be a permanent one. So it's not just going to be for the 50th. It's going to be a permanent, whatever it's going to be. And Tower of Terror will have
that makes sense because
well, they don't have
would
anything.
do the Toy Story.
Yeah, but it's
hotel. So.
It's kind of like why did they do it on the Chinese theater?
Because you have that big Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway sign there.
Yeah.
They already do the projection around Christmas time.
I'm calling you out. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that.
I'll buy the first pacifier.
Yes, it's definitely going to be permanent.
It makes sense that on Tower of Terror because they already do the projections on Tower of Terror during other times of the year.
But it's like you're supposed to take this like terrifying attraction, and granted, during Christmas they make it the Hollywood toy, so it's like.
I thought that was Halloween. No,
that's Christmas.
Yeah, it's the Hollywood Toy Hotel.
So it's like they make it cutesy on that. So I don't know. They're doing.
I can't ride it anyway, so just let me have this moment. Well, no, the baby will be born by then.
Yes.
October.
Yes.
Yeah. So then I can go back to riding everything.
Oh, and interesting. Let me go back for a second. The 50th anniversary at Walt Disney World is taking place for 18 months.
Over a year.
It's gonna be an 18-month
kind of like
celebration.
How Donald's Dino Bash was supposed to just be for his birthday, and then it never went away.
It never went away. It became a permanent thing then.
Yeah. So.
And it's still there.
There you go.
So 18 months you're getting of it. Over a year. Gonna have the projections at each park.
Baby swap at the ride. Right. I always laugh about those child swappers.
I know.
But now we are gonna be doing.
We're gonna be those people, the child swap.
We're gonna be those people. Child swap. Your turn. Tag, you're it.
Mickey and Minnie are gonna have specialty outfits. They're gonna be color coordinated with the new color scheme, that purpley blue mixed together. It's like a purple and blue mixed together.
Pregnant during a Florida summer. I don't envy you. I mean, I don't envy me either, but it's not like I'm going to be outside all day long in the heat every day.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the AC.
It's true. So when you see Lisa not as frequent with me at the parks on video, it's just too hot for her and she'll be uncomfortable.
I might be in a store somewhere.
Yeah, or she'll be in stores.
However, we are going to start a new mini-series.
Yeah, we're starting a new mini-series. We'll talk about that in a second.
Fine. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, because we're still talking about the 50th.
Tony wants to talk about the 50th. 50.
And that's it. That's all the 50th is doing. But that's it. That's exactly what I predicted. You know what I mean? Maybe, they'll do like a specialty parade a little bit, change up the song instead of the Move It, Shake It, Mouse Could Dance It song. It might be something else, but it's still going to be the same. So you're getting projections, you're getting an outfit.
Iridescent.
That's right, iridescent. Iridescent.
So,
and
then my question for you.
You'll get a specialty cupcake.
I usually don't like sweets, but right now I'm into them. I like cupcakes.
You'll get a specialty cupcake as always, and you might get some new merchandise. But other than that, that is it. You're not getting anything else.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
So I was talking to Tara and Jeremy yesterday.
You were talking to Tara and Jeremy.
Yeah. And so they're coming down in October with Jeremy's side of the family. And, that's the 50th. And they were asking when should they order their Disney tickets. Because they're not doing a full week of Disney. They're just doing like 2 days. And I said it's the 50th, so sooner rather than later. But should they be like on the ball right now to order tickets?
Well, you can pretty much guarantee all the passes are booked up for Magic Kingdom for October 1st.
I don't think they're going. They're going the end of October.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. They're fine. Oh, somebody asked, do I think... hold on.
Do you think they will do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year? Is what it was.
Okay, Halloween party. Do I think it's gonna happen? I think you'll get something. It's not gonna be like 100% what we would normally be used to, but I think that Disney is looking,
I think they'll somehow figure out some way to bring part of it back.
especially since Universal did something for their Halloween Horror Nights, or Halloween Horror Days, as I call it. So I think they might try to figure out something. Oh, Phil, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, so that's my take on Mickey's Not So Scary. I don't think it's going to be the full thing, but I think they'll try to figure something out because Universal did for Halloween Horror Nights. Did they put out any pics of the Flower and Garden merch? I couldn't find any. I didn't see any really either, to be honest with you, so I don't know. Keep a lookout. Well, if you see them tomorrow, that's okay because tomorrow's the start of Flower and Garden. Let's see. Everything is booked for the beginning of October. Yes, it is. For that 50th.
Okay.
Because I think people are expecting something. Oh, two as well. So everybody knows
Someone
that...
asked if all the mini cupcakes are gone.
Yes.
I only finished them, what, last week?
Last week you finished the mini cupcakes.
They were good.
I was going to say something and now I forget.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It'll probably come back to me. No. Oh, rides. Part of me thinks that October 1st will be the opening date for Ratatouille.
That means I could ride it.
I'm not saying that's going to happen. Disney did not announce that. I'm saying because they're not getting Guardians as they planned for the 50th. They're not getting, oh my God, I can't even think of it. Tron. Wow, I can't think. They're not getting Tron for the 50th. Ratatouille is done. And they're just holding out. And I'm like, why are they holding out? And I think it's because they're going to make that the ride for the 50th.
Because
that's my belief.
Then I could ride it.
You could if that's what's happening. But that's my
opinion. People are
opinion.
saying that's too long to wait. Listen, people.
I don't know if this is happening.
But if it happens before then, I can't ride it.
But it's
apparently there's a lap bar.
Because people thought it was actually going to be sooner because they started selling Ratatouille merchandise a little bit ago. And I was like, no, it's not going to happen. I think it's going to happen for the 50th. So people were like waiting around, like glued to the internet, glued to everywhere to hear about soft openings. And I was like, this isn't going to happen.
The railroad might be down for the 50th.
That would be sweet.
That would be nice.
That would be sweet if it would.
People Mover.
People Mover might come back for the 50th. I would pretty much guarantee for the 50th that'll come out. But I think that's what Disney is doing. In my opinion, Disney's not said any of this, but I think they're pushing back and holding all this stuff and just keep doing their testings and whatnot for the 50th, because I think they want people to look forward to this stuff. And what better look forward to, because they're not doing anything big for the 50th. So let's say, October 1st for the 50th, People Mover's back open.
People want to know when the space restaurant's going to open.
Not till like 2026. I don't know, I just guessed on that.
Are you just throwing out a random year?
That was just throwing out a random year. Probably next year. Because it had to be pushed back. It was off the budget, you know. Spaceship Earth, the refurbishment of that is off the list now. Mary Poppins is off the list. They took it off the list. It's not happening right now. May in the future, maybe 3 years from now, they might re-announce that and then we might see ground being broken, but it's not happening. It's off the list.
It's off the list. It's off the list. It's off the list.
It's off the list, man.
They're hiring for the Star Wars hotel.
Yes, they are. They are hiring for the Star Wars hotel. I did hear that. I think that's a bad move, in my opinion, with the whole Star Wars hotel.
It's going to suck. Well,
I'm not saying the 50th is gonna suck. I'm saying that I think people are thinking that so much stuff is going to happen, like these high expectations
they've
that.
already announced that Tron and Guardians has been pushed back to 2021, so we know that they're
Or
not.
2022.
I thought one of them was 2021. No, we're in 2021.
We're in 2021.
2022.
Ratatouille is going to be 2021.
2021.
Yes.
So we already know that those two big rides are.
And I think people are thinking fireworks are going to happen because they're doing testings, but I don't think that's happening for the 50th. I could be wrong on that one. Maybe just the Magic Kingdom might have a firework display. Maybe just on that date.
I don't know.
Maybe. I could see Disney doing just on October 1st and not even announcing it, because if they were announcing it,
Then
people are going to
everyone's-
storm. I could see them a non-announcement and just do
It's
it.
hard to tell though too, because
They got to figure out how to implement all this stuff.
well, and you don't know like what are there going to be any changes with the fact that now these vaccines are coming out. I don't know.
It's too hard to tell, and I think Disney's not ready to do it yet. Maybe by October. I think they're trying to figure out how much to do, or they can do, within their power and according to the guidelines of the CDC. They're trying to do something for the 50th. And that's where I was like, well, Ratatouille would be perfect. People Mover would be perfect. I don't think you're going to get much more than that. I don't think they can figure out right now how to do the whole firework thing. I don't know. I could be 100% wrong. We'll have to see when that time actually comes. It's $2K a night too. Yes, it's a lot of money for the Star Wars hotel, and I think it's a 3-night max or
Yeah,
I think it's like 3 nights only, and that's it. But that $2K does include the ticket to Hollywood Studios, because pretty much as you walk out, you're walking into Batuu, so it does include the ticket. It's still a lot of money.
It's just
It's too much money. Too much. A lot depends on what happens
exactly
between now
what
and
the
that. Yeah,
CDC
exactly. That's what I said. It's going to depend. And right now, Disney is working with what they can do in their power with following the current CDC guidelines, because they don't know what the future is going to be. They might have these ideas and say, you know what? We're going to do those fireworks on October 1st. That should be far enough down the line. But then, we get closer to October and nothing's changed. They're going to say, well,
I don't
Don't
think
even-
they're gonna make any
I
announcements.
don't think they're going to do any announcements. Because if they, in my opinion too, if they make an announcement and say, we're going to do fireworks, well, everybody's rushing. So now you're going against almost all the guidelines. Right? I mean, let's be honest.
Well, and
People
I
are
don't
going to
think-
rush the hub.
Well, and I don't think that they're gonna want to make an announcement either, because the guidelines are always changing.
They are always changing. And lately, I've stopped watching and listening to the guidelines and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just tired of talking and hearing about it for a while, and I'm like, I'm not going to let it control my life, But that's all. I mean, for that, unless I missed some questions on there, I don't know, or maybe
I
some
am concerned that
statements.
they are backtracking with the mask mandate while eating or sitting at your table.
Oh, yeah, that's a new thing.
Yeah, so like
That's
obviously
new
you
now.
don't wear your mask while you're eating or drinking.
But now if you go to a Disney restaurant or
Disney
dining...
dining, they want you to keep your mask on until your food comes to the table.
See, so what we used to do when we would do the Disney dining reservations, whatever you have you,
Is that you obviously have to wear your mask to go to the restaurant, and then
as soon as we
once
got to
you
the
sat
table.
sat at the table, you were allowed to take the mask off.
But now you can't do that anymore. Now it's until your drink and or food come then you can remove your mask. You can't remove it before that. I believe that's what I got out of that new mandate. And I was like, part of me is like, what difference does that make? But I don't know. It's just a safety thing. It's what do you call that? A sense of safety.
False sense of security.
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry. Makes you feel safe.
Makes you feel safer.
Maybe.
You know.
Makes you question.
Congratulations on the little bean. Thank you.
It's bigger than a bean.
It's like
I don't know.
what would you say the size would be if you had to compare it to a fruit?
What?
I asked
Let's look. I'll be 14.
We went to one of the
tomorrow, so-
doctor appointments, and I actually asked one of the ladies there. I was like, if you had to compare the size of the baby now to a fruit, what would it be?
14 weeks.
14 weeks.
It's the size of a nectarine.
Woo, we're at a nectarine size. That's funny. The way that order appetizers and your time. I don't know. I haven't done. I can't say I experienced it yet with
Can
this.
you speak English?
Yeah, I can't. I got off work. I haven't experienced the new mandate yet, so I don't know.
Someone said they heard it's because people were hanging out in restaurants for hours after they were done eating. It's holding up the reservation system.
What does that have to do with the mask, though?
I guess they're hoping that if they say you have to wear a mask at the table, then people won't be hanging out for hours. Because I think people were taking advantage of, I'm inside the restaurant, I'm at my table, I don't need to have a mask on. I don't know.
I guess, but I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't know. I really don't know.
I never got to tell them about
So
our
what?
new mini-series.
Oh, yes.
Because you kept saying, we'll get to it, we'll get
Oh,
to
yes.
it.
So Lisa's excited because Lisa...
Well, let me say it. I haven't had much to say.
All right, Lisa, you say it.
So,
Go ahead.
obviously, being pregnant, my entertainment at the amusement parks is dwindling to what I can and cannot do. So we decided it would be fun.
Well, you decided, and
I decided
I agreed with it.
It would be interesting to just do a little mini series about what rides a pregnant woman can ride at each park.
I thought that would be a very good little series, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Cut Tony's mic.
Yeah, it's my turn to talk.
I actually didn't hook up
Shut
the
up.
microphone. I forgot to. I haven't done a live in a while.
Where is it?
It's over there. I forgot to hook up the microphone, so my mic is cut. But yeah, so that's going to be the fun new little mini series that will be coming out. All the different rides, if you're pregnant, what you can ride at each theme park at Disney World.
Needless to say, at Universal,
Like nothing.
there's very, very little. I can ride the train both ways.
Both ways.
I always get
And you can ride the carousel.
Yeah.
And that's it. Maybe
Hang
some.
and kudos, twirl and hurl. That's about it.
And that's only open like every now and then.
That's
it feels
about
like.
all I can ride.
At both parks at Universal.
Universal. Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be a very interesting.
Disney has a lot more I can do.
Well, of course, Magic Kingdom will be the most. But I think that's going to be a great idea that Lisa came up with. You could ride Tony's favorite, Small World. Oh, yes, you can, Lisa. You can ride that.
I could.
You can ride that.
I won't.
I'm going to
because
hang out and do something else.
My goal is to not
Torture the baby?
torture my child while still in the womb.
Yeah.
It's my goal, and I feel like that's just pure punishment. So no.
I think the baby would go nuts.
I mean, I'll mention, yeah, you can go ride that. I'm not. Bye.
You're right. It'll be well worth it, Lisa.
Nope. No, it won't. No.
Small World. Thumbs down.
No.
Is Haunted Mansion safe?
Yes.
Yes, that is one of them.
I rode that the other day.
I'm not gonna tell you all the ones
Yeah,
that
we
are
can't tell you 'cause
safe.
it's gonna ruin.
We gotta tell you
Pretty much, I
in
was just telling you
video.
Universal because there was like 3.
Exactly.
I can ride the train both ways.
I'll be born singing "It's a Small World After All." Oh God.
Exactly. That's why we're not gonna do
That's
it.
why we're not doing it. We're not doing it. I mean, like, if the kid gets a little older and it's like, Mommy, Daddy, I want to ride Into Small World. I'm going to look at the kid and be like, well, you can ride Into Small World because it's going to be a big world when you come out because you ain't going to be able to find your parents. I'm just kidding.
Spoilers.
But that's all I have for the live Disney discussion tonight. Not much. I mean, it's going to be, it's shorter than what we normally do. I just wanted to come on and real quick and do the congratulations, or thank you for the congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
You guessed right.
Yeah, you guessed right. For those who guessed, you guessed right. And I saw, too, a lot of people are agreeing and thinking that it's a boy, that it's going to be a boy.
I'm seeing several say it's a girl.
I've seen some say it's a girl, but majority has been saying boy.
My sister-in-law thinks it's going to be a girl. She was looking at that Chinese...
Yeah, I don't know.
Conception calendar.
It's some Chinese calendar thing. You know, one of those old wives' tales.
When did you conceive? What month? When's your birthday? When's your due date? No.
Maybe that could be a good video, Lisa. Let's do a video of all the old wives' tale and actually do each one.
Get Mary involved in that one.
Yeah, we could do all the old wives' tales.
The whole needle thing attached to the string.
The heartbeat thing.
Yeah, the heartbeat. There's one that, like, if you gain, like, the sympathy weight, I think that means it's a girl.
I heard, too, as if... Now, this one was just really stupid. This one, I was reading, because it went over these...
And I think whether or not you have morning sickness, I don't know, there's a whole bunch.
This one cracked me up. This one was hilarious. I was reading the old wives' tale because I was like, oh, that would be a good video, so... I didn't even mention this to Lisa at the time. I was just in my car at work and before work, and I was just reading some of the wives' tale. And I forget what they called it, but it was like, if pregnant women look beautiful during pregnancy, it's a boy. And if a woman who is pregnant doesn't look as good, it's a girl because the girl is stealing your beauty. And I was like, you gotta be effing kidding me.
Who deems that the woman is pretty or
like,
not?
They didn't say pretty or ugly, they said loses looks. Or keeps their looks.
Wow.
And I was like, are you effing kidding me? Like, who actually thought up this crap?
Yeah.
So we gotta take a look at your looks, Lisa.
Do I look different? Do I look less attractive than the day you married me?
All right, so every month, I guess I gotta evaluate your looks to tell if it's gonna be a girl or a boy. Jesus.
Robert asked, are we going to have a theme in the nursery? We are pretty sure we're gonna do Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, gender neutral. Because I'm gonna obviously be getting it ready before.
Why is everybody asking me if I'm having pickles and ice cream cravings yet? Like, nobody in my family ever craved pickles and ice cream. Yes, I have craved ice cream in the past week. Yes, I have craved pickles every now and then, but never together do I want pickles and ice cream. And no, Tony does not go to the store at 3 a.m. Because my cravings mainly...
Tony's asleep.
My cravings are mainly like, you mentioned pizza, I want pizza. That's all I can think about. So I've been keeping frozen pizza on hand.
Right. I craved apples.
Really?
Well, your sister right now is craving syrup.
Yeah, my sister is also pregnant
Maple
and
syrup?
she's craving maple syrup. So she's constantly making stuff to put maple syrup on. Well, her last pregnancy, she craved ketchup. So she would make whatever she could to put ketchup on it.
Ketchup's
She has a thing
easier.
with like condiments.
Yeah, she's got a condiment thing. Mine was cantaloupe.
Interesting.
That's interesting. At least
You
it's
know,
healthy.
mine's pretty much just pizza.
Yeah, at least this is all about carbs.
I'm like, you mentioned pizza? Who has pizza? I want pizza.
And sometimes we'll eat pizza like 2 or 3 days straight, and I'm like, can I have pizza for like a month?
Or he'll look at me and he'll be like, listen, if you want pizza, can you just not tell me? Because I don't want to eat pizza anymore.
Right. I was funny. have my elbows in poo. Oh, the exciting of things.
The exciting of things.
Yeah, to come.
I got a comfy rocking chair.
Oh yeah, we did get a comfy rocking chair.
I'm pretty much inheriting my niece's nursery.
Yeah, Lisa got a comfy rocking chair already. I'll show you that real quick.
It is really comfy.
Sometimes I'll see her
I
like
just sit there most days.
on this thing, just hanging out.
Yeah, it's just out here in the living room for now.
Yeah, sometimes in the morning I'll see her, or before I go to bed, I'll see her playing her video game on that thing.
It's fun.
And that little light there, while Lisa was getting a chair, I hooked up, me and her brother, we hooked up a smart light switch.
Yeah, but yeah,
So I can continue to make the house smart.
For the nursery from my brother.
Yeah, her brother's really hooking us up with stuff. So
Can't complain.
I feel like sometimes our parents are getting kind of sad by that because they like to buy that stuff.
Your parents, I think, are getting sad because they want to like purchase some of these things. And my mom's just sad because she's now convinced that since we're getting everything that my brother's not having any more kids.
Yeah, so there's a lot of sadness going on around. And I'm like, isn't this supposed to be happy times?
It's free stuff!
Yeah, if it's free, it's for me. Whatever. You know? Do you have anything else, Dad? Or are we going to cut this?
We can cut it. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, we have to cut it because Lisa has to go to the bathroom. All right, guys. Thank you again for all the congrats. That was also the Disney news. The little news segment that Lisa is going to be doing.
I had no idea. They missed the whole thing.
What?
Someone just said nursery? What? I knew it. Like, we announced it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We announced it on our birthday, yeah.
On our birthday?
My birthday.
On your birthday. Yeah,
Wow.
2 days ago we made the announcement.
Yes, that Lisa is preggers.
Just a little late.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, that's going to be it. Thank you again. Thank you again for all the congrats. And stay tuned for Lisa's new little mini-series of what you can ride at the Disney parks while pregnant. I think it's going to be a very educational and good videos.
Yeah, we're just not going to do Universal.
We're just going to skip Universal
That's why I
because there's
told you.
nothing.
The 3 rides you can ride at Universal. The
Yeah.
train. Both ways.
Both ways.
Carousel.
Mhm.
Actually, no, there's more. I can ride 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
That's right.
And Kang and Kudo's Twirl and Hurl.
Which is open off and
Yeah.
on. That's it.
That's it.
All right, guys. So we will see you next time with some more exciting videos and some updates as well from the doctor's appointments. We'll see you next time, guys. Vlog.